A school adopted a woke kindergarten program. Here's what happened to test scores.
Glassbrook Elementary School, which has been struggling with pretty abysmal test scores and low student attendance, has been spending a whopping $250,000 in federal money on an organization called Woke Kindergarten.
I gotta say, right off the bat, really don't like the name of that organization. Sounds like a joke. Woke Kindergarten, huh?
It is a for-profit organization, and yes, that is literally the name of that organization, Woke Kindergarten. So the point of this program is apparently to train teachers to confront white supremacy, disrupt racism and oppression.
This has to be a psyop. It definitely feels like a psyop. I'm kind of curious. If I Google woke kindergarten, will I actually get an organization, or is it just going to bring up a bunch of Fox News articles? www.wokekindergarten.org, a global abolitionist early childhood ecosystem and visionary creative portal. Is this not a psyop? Please tell me. So you made it to a protest, a sensory guide for kids. What? What does that mean? Play, black child. Is that a command? What? They're doing like pinups with different hair textures. Oh man. I don't know, guys. I'm probably going to end up agreeing with Anna Kasparian completely. Shit, the people who run these projects are either ideologues who are so delusional that they have no idea how harmful what they're doing is, or they're extremely cynical reactionaries who are making a bunch of money off of exploiting gullible, grants, contractor hiring processes, that kind of stuff, you know? Any word on the people behind it? What you mean? Woke word of the day. Ceasefire. Dude, this has to be a grift. Educating my fucking kindergarten class on the Israel-Palestine conflict. Oh my god. The abolish definition, to get rid of something forever. This is very helpful and educational. Guys, I don't know. I think I'm going to end up agreeing with everything Anna Kasparian has to say.
Woke Kindergarten, aimed at elementary age students, is founded on the relatively new concept of abolitionist education, which advocates for abolition or a kind of starting over, said Zeus Leonardo, UC Berkeley education professor.
UC Berkeley showing up again in exactly the way you would expect them to. That's nice. This stuff is a massive grift, obviously, even if it's being done sincerely, which I kind of doubt. Like, that website is so underdeveloped, it makes me think that they're just taking the money and running. I think that, like, defending programs like this should basically ruin your career. I'm sorry. If you unironically think, like, yeah, dude, this is how we're gonna fix the school system. We need this, like, look at this terrible website, okay? We need to explain wokeness and anti-racism to kindergartners. It's bullshit. It's so stupid. It's all literally just one person who apparently got like $250,000 or something. Akaya K. Gross, they, them, is an abolitionist early educator culture. Wait, sorry, I could have sounded more right-wing there. My apologies. Akaya K. Gross, they, them, we know, is an abolitionist early educator, cultural organizer, and creator currently innovating ways to resist, heal, liberate, and create with her pedagogy, woke kindergarten. So it's just it's literally just one person.
Curriculum shared with schools includes so-called wonderings, which pose questions for students, including, if the United States defunded the Israeli military, how could this money be used to rebuild Palestine?
I love asking kindergartners this question.
He was told a primary objective was to disrupt whiteness in the school, and that the sessions were not a place to express white guilt. He said he questioned a trainer who used the phrasing so-called United States, as well as lessons available to the organization's website offering Lil Comrade convos or positing a world without police, money, or landlords.
The so-called United States is, if that is its real name. Fuck, that's really funny. Man, stuff like this bothers me because obviously grift markets like this do give the right wing a lot of ammunition, and it does us no favors at all. You know, it's pretty like unambiguously bad morally. At the same time, it's also incredibly funny, so it's impossible to know whether or not it's good or bad, you know, holistically, altogether. Why focus on this? Because I don't think that we should. Well, first of all, it's funny, and second of all, I don't think it's to our benefit to pretend stuff like this isn't an issue in the times that it does happen, because I know there are probably a bunch of dumb fuck Twitter leftists who would look at this and go, isn't this good? Isn't it good to have these conversations with young people? You know what I mean?
And now we're pitting like students of color against white students. Oh, wow. It sounds like a really great educational experience.
This is not the framing that I would have gone with. I don't think it's really, that's not the, okay.
Remember, this is federal money. This is federal taxpayer money that is being used by this public elementary school to allegedly improve the test scores of these students. And the opposite has happened, because it's not about improving the test scores of the students. It's about injecting a political ideology into an elementary school to the detriment of the educational experience of these students.
This is, okay, Anna, respectfully, this is a really dumb perspective, okay? It's far more likely that in an underperforming school district, you know, the superintendent, who is probably a fucking moron, had this idea pitched to him that racism is an issue and it's disrupting class participation and it's making people less likely to want to join. So they were like, oh, what do we do? And this got pitched to them. Dude, people in power get pitched and spend a lot of money on horrible fucking consultancies all the time. They do it in public or private spaces, you know? I like desperately throwing your money at some, like, you know, razzle-dazzle effort to come in and fix all your problems, some monorail salesman kind of type. You know, that's not new. Obviously, there's a political element to that, because apparently this school was almost entirely full of POC kids, so maybe they thought, like, racism was an issue. But it's not like, I really don't think this is a product of, like, a sinister effort to wokeify the kids at the expense of their education. I think that's a very reactionary take. I think that we're looking something, at least on the administration side, that is more the product of incompetence and stupidity than it is malice or, like, you know, indoctrination efforts. Yeah, this is some Hyperloop salesman bullshit. Now, the actual woke kindergarten people might be naked grifters. It's hard to say. The founder has TikTok videos, apparently. Oh, dear.
Yes, everyone, the rumors are true. I am anti-Israel. I am pro-Palestine. And I am 100% 10 toes down anti-Israel. I believe Israel has no right to exist. I believe the United States has no right to exist.
Guys, I think this might not be a grift. I think this person might just be kind of crazy. I think this might be one of those so lost in the sauce that they, you know, they might be a true believer.
I believe in a free Palestine. From the river to the sea. I believe one day Palestine will be free.
Guys, I have some advice for you if you ever want to have a future in any kind of professional field while also being a leftist. Be exactly like this person, because apparently that gets you $250,000 in contract funding. That's the end of my advice.
Is this news to anybody? White supremacy.
Because this is the nature of this dynamic, which is you have gullible but well-meaning, somewhat progressive white people, like, say, for example, the superintendent of a school district, and they're like, why don't our POC students show up for class? And then this video, people like this individual right here are like catnip to cats for them. This shit is like a ray of light. They're thinking, we have issues with racial integration in our school. This person must be the solution. Look at how woke this person is. This person knows their shit. They're like distilled woke, you know? It's like the ultimate, like, this is like the fucking Mercy from Overwatch descending from the light, you know? Holy fuck, they really are just Twitter poisoned? Well, yeah. Many such cases.
Y'all are the demons. Y'all are the villains. We've been trying to end y'all. Get free of y'all.
They might be mentally unwell. Is this like, this is on the official account too, Woke Kindergarten. This is on the business account. This person might be a little bit unwell. I don't know.
And guess what? The left's not going to win that battle. The right's going to win that battle. And when they inject politics and they try to take, like, mentions of slavery out of the textbooks, or they do anti-LGBTQ provisions, etc., we rightly get really mad about it. So it's really important that we not be hypocritical and then go,
this is really fucking stupid. Cenk is basically saying you shouldn't do, like, pro-queer political stuff in schools, because then that means that the right would do anti-queer political stuff. You know, something they haven't been doing already. What does that even mean? What, you guys, you don't want to get political in classrooms, or you might get stuff like, I don't know, Republican governors restricting acceptable topic lists and opening up teachers to lawsuits if they discuss any issues related to gender or sexuality. You know, you wouldn't want that. Don't do a thing because the right might do the bad thing they've been doing for years. Stupid fucking argument. Why, TYT, you're being given a layup here, okay? You've got like a T-ball that's up in a pole, okay?
I don't like it when they do it, but we should do it. No, that makes no sense.
See, like what does that even mean? Like, assuming we were talking about a sane consultancy group and not woke kindergarten or whatever, what is this? You shouldn't have political progressive messaging in school, or like what, because it's not politics? They said it's not politics. What do you mean it's not politics? I swear to God, they've made arguments against this before.
I'm Middle Eastern, my wife is Asian, our kids are not white under any definition, okay? And so we talk about that at home. But if they were taught in their schools to disrupt whiteness, I would say to them, no, don't. I don't know what the hell that means. How are you going to disrupt someone being white? Or,
dude, are you kidding? Come on, I think this is stupid bullshit, but disrupt whiteness doesn't mean disrupt. Do you really not know the difference between white people and whiteness in, like, this is like 101 sociology. If you consider yourself a progressive or even like a remotely liberal commentator, not understanding this distinction by now after having done politics for like 15 years is insane. That's insane.
So just please, none of this garbage. Teach real topics. All the topics, correct history, balance, for God's sake, balance, and an actual education.
Okay.
Hey, thanks for watching that video. We really appreciate it, guys. And we appreciate it.
Thank you for your appreciation. Well, that was super cool. That was pretty cool, guys.